What is up, you guys? Welcome to Convo Cocktails, episode 1 with Becky from Midlife Vibes. Well, I'm from Midlife Vibes too, so.
And Between the Vibes.
Yeah, Between the Vibes channel. We have basically a YouTube channel, and today's topic is all about being on YouTube and, like, what's that like? What is it weird?
What's
is
our
it
strengths,
fun?
our weaknesses?
Yeah.
I said strengths and weaknesses.
Oh my gosh. I have strengths. You have, I think we both have strengths and
I
weaknesses,
think
though.
so, yeah.
I don't know. What do you, I mean, so you seem to focus on strengths and weaknesses.
No, it's just part of what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. You went straight to strengths. You went straight to like the meat of it, you know?
No.
I'm all talking about the foo-foo la-la stuff. I was gonna be like, oh, it's fun and blah, blah, blah. And you went straight to your weakness and what's your strength.
This is definitely going to be a counseling session.
Right?
No,
No, I don't think so. So, like, we've been on YouTube for
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, like 5 years now, I think. It's been
Really?
5 years officially. Like, I started the channel in 2015.
So wait, let's back it up.
Okay.
So, how did the channel start?
Oh, well,
I'm going to interview you.
No, this is not an interview. This
Yes,
is us
yes.
talking. This is us. Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
so really, when you started the channel.
Well, it started on Instagram as taking pictures.
But even before the taking the pictures, what like compelled you to do that? Like, I'm interested in knowing, like, because I know you would go and you would take pictures. Like, what did it start off like? You wanted to have a hobby, or did it start off on you wanted to be an Instagrammer, or you wanted to be a YouTuber,
No.
or you just bought a camera and you just wanted to play
No.
around? What happened? How did it start?
Where did I get the
curious.
camera? I got the camera from somebody.
You bought it from Andrew, no?
Yeah, that's the case. I bought the camera from Andrew. Andrew's our son. And then I just, for some reason, I wasn't even really thinking about Instagram as much, because I could have just used my phone probably. Well, my phone was crappy back then, so I don't think so. But
Because you used to go to the park by yourself while I was
Yeah.
working.
I just liked taking pictures. And I think I wanted to have, well, once I started taking pictures, I wanted to have a Disneyland Instagram.
Oh,
And that's why we had a slice of Disney, right?
Mhm.
Wasn't even really thinking about YouTube at all. So, no, I'm not looking over there. I'm looking at you. I'm talking to you. So that's another thing about YouTube. Okay, we're used to looking at the camera and talking to you guys, but in this, I'm talking to you. We're like doing a podcast.
I know,
So
but it feels weird. Like they're
No.
looking at the side of
No,
our
no.
face.
no, that's okay.
They
Make
want to
it
see my face.
really, trust me. It's
I'm just
actually, this is theater staging, so you never face your back to the camera. But if you notice, I'm 3/4 angle toward the camera, and you're 3/4 angle to the camera, so they
Okay.
can still see the lips, the
So
emotions,
And
all
I
that stuff.
apologize. Go ahead with your story about
No,
taking
no.
pictures.
You don't have to apologize. This is what we do.
I'm trying to look polite.
This is
on
what we
camera.
do.
Okay, go.
She's usually like, shut up and just go on.
Yeah, exactly. No, just
Right? No, so we just, took pictures, started doing it on Instagram. Instagram's a lot of work though, too. Like, people don't realize, like, and I don't know if you realize, like, I grew our Instagram because I would constantly go on Instagram and like people's pictures. Like, I'd search hashtag Disneyland, and then I would just constantly like people's pictures, and then people would follow you. They would follow you on Instagram because you liked their pictures.
And I agree that it's hard work. And I think that's half of the reason why maybe I'm not as successful on my Instagram.
No, I think you just have to get not
hold on.
distracted and take the pictures.
No. On my Instagram, I also have an Instagram called Beloved One Creations where I make crafts.
Yeah.
So I think part of the reason why I don't grow as much because everything is social media now. And I don't like to take the time to do all the hashtags and all of this
you
and
do
all of
work.
that.
Yeah.
And all that work. And then
Even now, sometimes you take pictures on Midlife Vibes and you don't tag the location that we're at, which is
Yes.
Disneyland or Universal.
I've been better at it.
or
now.
hashtag what the event wants us to hashtag.
And I've been better at it
Yeah.
now. But like as far as like when I'm crafting, I want to just do those projects and put them up.
Yeah.
But it's literally work. It's taking a good picture, it's setting it up, it's hashtagging, it's like you said, the location, all of that matters.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of work.
Yeah. And then I stopped liking a bunch of Disneyland. Like, I stopped sitting there for like a half hour and just scrolling through it and liking pictures.
Oh wow, you did that like a job.
Yeah, it was like a job. And that's how we grew to like 900 something followers on Instagram. Once I stopped doing that, now we've been stagnant at like 971 or something, like 970. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
But
ever
like-
since I took over Instagram?
Yeah. Oh no, ever since I
Is
stopped.
that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, right. Ever since I stopped focusing on that part of it, that's, it's just, because that's really, you want to grow, you have to like everybody's stuff. You really do. You have to like everybody's stuff, or like you have to have somebody really famous constantly be like putting you out there, like someone who has like 1 million followers, and you might get 1,000 followers from them if you did that. But really, it's about, if you notice, like people who grow on Instagram, they do a lot of liking of other people's grams, and then those people follow them back, and it's just a nonstop thing.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, I don't want to do that. If people want to follow me, they can follow me. I don't know. They can find me. They find me.
We have the weirdest attitude when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're like, well, if they want to watch us and like us, they will.
Well, it's called organic growth, and that's kind of what
you're into.
I'm into, because otherwise people aren't really going to follow you if they don't like your content. They're just going to subscribe to you, but then they're not going to watch your videos. And the whole point is for them to watch your videos, to view your stuff. So,
and I agree, because I have a lot of channels that I follow and I don't watch the videos.
Yeah, me too.
And then there's a lot of videos that I watch from like maybe the same channel that I don't even follow.
Yeah.
But I watch their videos because it comes up in my feed. So back to the transition from Instagram to YouTube.
So then, because I was on Instagram, I was seeing these people, and then I was like, I was just starting to get into YouTube. Like, I really didn't watch YouTube.
In case you guys are wondering why I fidget so much, I can't sit still. So whenever I have to sit still, I itch and I move around a lot. So, okay.
So I started watching YouTube. So then I started seeing these people on YouTube. I think Fresh Bake was probably one of the first ones. And Justin Scard, he was actually one I was interested in because he was kind of quirky and weird.
Yeah,
and I liked that.
Watching him
and Adam the Woo, because he's more informational, but then he was a little weird too, and did some stuff. It was just more offbeat, I guess you could say. And I like the offbeat stuff. And so then I don't know what happened. I was like, all of a sudden I was like, I want to do YouTube,
Did you? I don't remember. Did you tell me you wanted to do YouTube, or did you just start a channel?
No, I told you I'm going to do ride-throughs first. So I started shooting ride-throughs, and the camera I had wasn't made for video; it was made for picture taking.
Okay.
Like, it didn't autofocus throughout the video. Once it was focused and you press play, that was the focus it was going to have until it was done.
Regardless, okay.
Yeah. So like the cameras we have now, they focus on me like this, and then if I turn them, it refocuses. This camera did not do that. It focused that distance. Once you press play, that was the focus distance for everything. So it was a horrible camera for vlogging, but it was something to start off with.
Yeah.
And so I did ride-throughs, right?
Just the funny part is that you bought that camera off of our son, and then he bought it off of you again.
Yeah, then I sold it back to him, which was great. And then so we did ride-throughs, and then we did our first vlog. Vlog was like an Easter vlog, I think. We did Easter egg hunt. You, me, Jessica.
Was that our first vlog?
That was like, I think our first vlog ever was that. There was like 2 parts on it. I think that was
a long vlog.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just recording everything, and I was like just putting everything in the vlog. Now I chop things up, and I try to cut out dead time.
I miss a little bit of everything in there. Like, I miss the
unplanned stuff. That's what the live stream's for, I think.
But we don't live stream at the parks.
Well, that's your job. We're finding our mix with that now, because like Universal's Taste of Universal, we shot video, we did a live stream. At A Touch of Disney, we shot video, we did a live stream, even though the live stream disappeared. I have no idea where it went. It's not saved. It's gone.
Popped up. I thought I seen it for a minute.
No, it's gone.
And
it just disappeared. It was great. It was great. It was a great live stream too at Disneyland, because the signal was great.
Maybe you didn't post it, or
no. There was a transition period, and I got a call or I got a text right when we ended it or something, and it just didn't save it. I don't know what happened. So, okay.
No, go ahead.
No, okay. So yeah, then we did a slice of Disney, and then we converted to Midlife Vibes, and the channels evolved to what we are now.
Yeah.
Which is, it's weird, because I'm trying to think of what would our life be like without our YouTube channel.
I think we would be bored. No, we would still do a lot of fun stuff.
No, I think YouTube helped us to do some stuff, like go out more, like go to more theme parks and go try new things.
You try new things. I'm always trying new things.
Yeah. Well, I think it helped us together when we went on vacation and stuff, we tried new things. But then part of our vacation, we just wanted to relax too. But because of YouTube, we saw, like when we went to Vegas, we saw YouTubers trying different things. We're like, oh, I want to try those things. So then we went and we tried them. Some places we shot vlogs at, some places we just went and ate.
Yeah. I think what YouTube has done in our life too is we met we have friends that have similar things in common. So we've met a really nice group of people that we interact with. Some of them are acquaintances. Some of them are like this, what do you call that? Internet friends, YouTube friends. And then some of them we've actually become friends with. So that's been kind of nice because now we have people to chit chat with and like visit with and hang out with and take trips to visit.
And so that's an interesting dynamic, the friendship part of it. We'll get into, we can get into it right now.
You want to get into it now?
Yeah, well, we pretty much established we started YouTube and now we're doing YouTube, and that's kind of what we're doing.
Now we have a lot of friends.
Yeah, and I have to say though, it is true. Like all of our friends right now are not. I mean, we have friends that are not on YouTube,
outside of YouTube, yeah.
But all of the friends that we currently really actively hang out with are from the channel.
Meeting through our channel.
Meeting through the channel. Not everyone has, like Juan doesn't have a YouTube channel, but Juan's like an awesome friend. And I love that friendship because I actually, I'm going to say it.
No, don't say it.
I'm going to say it.
Don't say it.
I like that Juan doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Because you could just hang out with him while you're vlogging?
Or I can just hang out with him and not vlog. And we're all not vlogging.
Oh, okay.
And I love my friends who are on YouTube. It's sometimes it's I'm not saying this in a bad way, Becky. I'm saying that I think that sometimes because we're all on YouTube and we're all vlogging, I think sometimes that interrupts the friendship.
Oh, like the just hanging out.
Of just hanging out. Now with some of our friends, we've established a little bit of routine where we have after party basically of us just hanging out. There's no vlogging, there's no cameras,
so
there's just us hanging out.
Spending the day with your friends and just hanging
because
out.
What it used to be was I would be the vlogger and then my friends would be hanging out with me. So I love that hangout time. But now that they're vlogging too, and some people we met as vloggers, they were vloggers, we were vloggers, and some people we met, they were not vloggers. There's a few couples that we've met that were not vloggers, but that are now vloggers. And that's not a bad thing that they're vloggers.
No, we love it.
It just changed the dynamic of the hangout.
Oh, yeah.
So like, take this for example. Like we went to Wyoming, right? We were vlogging and we were hanging out with Michael and Carrie. And so I was vlogging. So you
got to have your hangout time with your buddy. Yes.
But see, they had to deal with me vlogging though. So they had to.
Oh, you don't like having to be patient.
Yes. So they had to wait for me to finish my shots and my vlog part before we can just hang out. And then I had to vlog again. And then we just hang out. Then I'd vlog them. But now.
Oh, so you want to have fun when you want to have fun.
But now when we're hanging out with our vlogging friends, it's like I have to shoot my shots. Then they have to shoot their shots. And then. Sometimes we have to separate because we're doing different things and stuff. So the hangout isn't like it's there. And I know that's very selfish of me to think of it that way. But there's been times though where I've gone knowing my friends are vlogging and I've chose not to vlog.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to deal with that dynamic. I just want to hang out.
Yeah.
So I just won't vlog, And so then that was back when the theme parks were open before COVID. There was a lot of times where I didn't vlog.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to vlog today.
So you just miss friend time.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's true. I think you have to find a good balance of friends. And I think we have a good balance of friends right now.
We do. We have an amazing balance of friends. And like you were saying, when we vlog and we're all vlogging, we're all just we're friends, true friends. So we know that we're going to go off and separate. We know that we're going to. It's funny because we'll go vlog and then we'll see each other. We'll hang out, talk, have a drink, and then take off and then come and see each other, hang off and have a drink. Yeah. And then we know that after we're done with our vlogging day, then we're all going to relax and let our hair down and have a good time.
And it was like a taste of Universal. We literally we'd see each other. We split off. Then we kind of saw each other here. Then we split off. Then we saw each other at the last moment before we were leaving. And then we left. And we all went to Yaya's and had a birthday party. It was just all of us.
Oh my God, that was just the best.
And it was no cameras. No, I mean, I know some people threw some stuff up on Instagram, whatever. That's just friend Instagram stuff.
Yeah, friend Instagram.
So that's fine. So it was like when we have this kind of like this arrangement where we're like, okay, there's no vlogging this, and there's no putting any because there's alcohol involved and stuff. So be careful what you throw up on social media.
Yeah.
But I'm like that in general.
Well, we're all like that with each other.
When I hang out with my non-YouTube friends, I'm like that. Be careful what we put up on social media. Yeah. So that's just in general. That's like the rule, like be careful. Uh-huh. But that's like the friendship thing is like there's a dynamic. When you're on YouTube and when your friends are on YouTube, there's definitely a dynamic there, and it's not a negative thing.
No,
It's
not
just
at all.
it's a different dynamic. I mean, I can go all the way back to the time when we were at Food and Wine Festival with Tony and Chris and Vanessa.
That was really fun.
But we knew what we were doing too, and we were all taking turns. Like, okay, he's going to shoot a shot about the food, and they're going to talk about it. We're going to wait. When they're done, then they're going to shoot their shot. And it was very but it was very fun hanging out.
I remember that being for me, that was one of the funnest food and wines that we had.
Yeah.
Like when we went with,
you want to experience that with friends, right?
It was just, even the dynamic that we had with Tony and Vanessa and with Chris, just, it all meshed well.
Yeah.
And we seemed to all enjoy the event. It was just, I just remember that being, even though everybody was vlogging, I just remember that being really fun.
It was
and it didn't seem like work.
We were laughing.
It didn't seem like work.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like we're working and taking it. It was just really, I just remember that being a really fun event. I really enjoyed that. I just remember really having a good time.
And that's what I think Taste of Universal was a little bit like that for me, where when the end we were hanging out with the kids and the Gearys and we were just and Juan and Sarah. We were still all shooting our vlogs, but we were actually having a good time.
Oh, we had so much fun.
We were just having such a good time.
Well, it was funny because we all split off and then we walk into each other. We made out though, catching up to the kids in line every time.
Yeah, it was great because every time we would see them, they were in line and there was 50 people behind them. We're like, hey, I'm back. Hey,
but that's true because we all had split up. But when we would see each other, we'd all talk and, oh, try this, try that. And then we take off. But it was really nice when we all got the pretzel and sat down for a while and we're just laughing and talking.
The same thing, we're in Minion Land and we were all sitting down, hanging out and stuff. So we had our moments of fun, but it's just YouTube.
It's just different.
YouTube brings a different
dynamic
to the friends. And I think that's where a lot of people too might struggle with that dynamic, because if you're not really comfortable with yourself, you could get, I could say jealous, or you could be
upset.
You could be like, well, why is this? Or oh, I don't know, you're ignoring me, or I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I don't feel that way. I'm just trying to think of things that people could.
I will say that within our group of friends, I don't think that's a problem for any of us. I think we all get it and we all have fun together. And I don't think there's any jealousy. I think we just mesh really well.
Yeah.
But I could see where that could be a problem if you weren't secure with yourself.
Yeah. And, and it's just, and not everybody that you meet on YouTube
is going to be a friend.
Is going to be a friend or a really good friend.
Some people are going to be acquaintances or just be.
That's another dynamic too. So being on, this is a weird thing for me to say, and it's always a weird thing for me to say. Being on YouTube, you do have fans, right? You have people who are your fans. It's weird because
they know us, but we don't know them.
No, and I think we turned a lot of fans into friends.
Yeah, we did.
Which is
cool,
awesome.
Yeah,
but not all of our fans are going to be. We're not all going to have the same things in common. You know what I'm saying? We have what we post on YouTube, the theme parks and stuff.
The ones that have things in common, not just Disneyland or not just, what we vlog, but the ones that seem to have things in common with, that we all have things in common are the ones that have become friends.
Yes, definitely.
Where we enjoy each other's company and we laugh. Look, we met Mike and Carrie once. We went out to dinner. And we just really enjoyed their company.
They came down to Taste of Calico.
Then they came down and we hung out. And I mean, so much so
next thing you know, we're vacationing in their state.
Next thing you know, we're in Wyoming visiting them because we just mesh really well.
Yeah, it's just so the weird thing for me is having fans. And I don't like to think of people as fans.
Well, because when you say fans, you think people that are crazy and you're walking and they're like, oh, midlife. We don't got fans like that. Trust me.
No, but we've had, I remember one of my first interactions with somebody was they saw posts on Instagram that I was posting with Boomer back in the day. They saw posts on Instagram where we were in the parks and knew we were headed in a certain direction, went and waited for us there. And as we were walking, flagging us down which was totally great, totally fine. Like it was like, wow, why is somebody flagging me down? That's so great.
I don't remember, or was it
you weren't there?
Oh, it's you and Boo.
You weren't there. I'm just saying this interaction. You weren't there. So that was like, and we talked, and she was just totally nice, and we took pictures, and it was just a fun. It was a good little. There was a brief interaction, but it was a good time. But it was weird though, not in a bad way. It was just I never experienced that before. Or remember when we were in Critter Country and someone yelled out from afar, "A slice of Disney!" And you told me to go give him a button, and I was like, I don't want to give him a button. And you're like, give me a button. You went and got a button. You ran, and I don't even know what the person looks like. You ran and gave him a button and something and said hi or whatever. So it's weird being recognized. Not weird in a bad way though. I don't know how you describe it. It's not weird in a bad way.
You're just not used to it, so it's awkward for you.
I feel like I'm just a person.
Well, we are just people.
I know.
Everybody's just people.
Yeah. So like it's like I go back to fresh baked because people yell out fresh baked all the time in the parks. You know, fresh baked.
Poor guy.
We do it. We yell.
Yeah.
What's up, fresh baked? You know,
we're like fresh baked. You know, it's just what people do.
Yeah. So, but you know that part of it is
you're not used to it, or you don't get used to it.
I'm more used to it now. I think I'm definitely more used to it now. But it was something that was interesting. I figure, you know what? They like our content. We have something in common. So we can strike up a good conversation and talk about it and say hi and stuff. And you know what you know what I'm weird about and I'm not used about? Asking people if they want to have their picture taken.
I think that's where we do a big disservice to people that watch us. Because I enjoy taking pictures.
No, me too.
No, I know, but I enjoy it, and I enjoy having them on the vlog, you know, because it's like, hey, look, guys, this is so-and-so in the chat, or this is so-and-so that leaves a comment. Yeah. But a lot of times they're meeting us, and they might want to be on the channel. And so I know it makes you awkward to ask, but I think it does a big disservice to not say, hey, did you want to be on the channel? Or, hey, did you want to do the outro? Or, hey, did you want a picture? Because they might not be comfortable asking.
Well, we've had people tell us that. Well, we have people say like, oh, I wish I would have got a picture with you, or
I didn't want to ask.
I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to bug you.
You know,
and like we're like, no, it's not a bug at all.
One of the things that we got a lot is when we're at the parks and people recognize us, then when we leave, we'll get a, hey, I saw you at Disneyland, or I saw you at DCA, in front of Starbucks or whatever, and I wanted to say hi, but I didn't want to bug you. It's like, no, come and say
Please,
hi.
Bug us.
Come and say hi, you know? And
I have an ego that needs to be stoked. No,
come and say hi. You know, we're approachable because they want to, but they think they're gonna bug us. But
I like meeting them.
We love meeting.
I love meeting people because I like to see what they're interested in too. Because usually they'll say, "Oh, I like it when you do this."
They tell us what content they're into, and it gives us an opportunity when you say hi.
And I just like to say thank you.
Yeah, when they say hi, it gives us an opportunity to give them a sticker and a button. You know, give them something.
So for appreciation, as a thank you, because we appreciate. Because without them, I mean, we probably still do what we're doing, but they do help our channel, and you know, we are monetized or whatever, and they do help a little bit by watching and giving a thumbs up to the video, helping that video get out there and get viewed more. So, and that's our appreciation. And
yeah, because we buy stickers and buttons for that. In case anybody says hi, we want to be thankful and appreciate you.
Yeah, we recently just ran out of all our stickers and stuff, so now we had to order more, which is fine. Yeah, you know, because we want to give a thank you to people. Yeah, you know, so I think that's something I have to get better at, but that's where I rely on you, I think, and I think that's what makes us a duo.
I think that's where you're starting to rely on me.
Yeah.
Because before you were so uncomfortable with it that you would shut me down.
Yeah.
That you didn't even want me to go give them a button or me to go give them. You're like, no. And I'm like, but I want to give them a button. It's not. No.
So I get anxiety over things like that in public and stuff. I do. And that's just kind of like, well, we'll get to that in a second.
I don't have anxiety.
Yeah, I know. It. So that's where I've grown.
Oh, have you?
Well, you're just saying. That's where, like, you know, I've gotten better at that, I think. And I don't know where that came from. At first, I wasn't as shy about vlogging. And then all of a sudden, I got very self-conscious about vlogging.
I don't understand what happened.
And I'm still very self-conscious about vlog. I always feel like we're too small of a channel to be out there vlogging. I don't know why. It's a weird thing that messes with me, man.
So
it's so weird.
Every vlogger has to vlog
to grow,
to be a vlogger.
Yeah.
And to grow.
Yeah.
So even if you have 1 subscriber, you got to vlog. If you didn't vlog, you wouldn't be a vlogger.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I know.
So you're insecure is what you're saying.
Oh, definitely. When it comes to that, I'm not insecure about a lot of things, but I'm insecure when it comes to that. Like I'm insecure when I meet new people, like in the adult world.
And you come across so confident.
Yeah. Well, once I know you, like once I'm good, like it's like I am more comfortable vlogging in a group setting with our friends than by myself. For sure. My chair is squeaking. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing that on every squeak that it makes. But so that's a weird thing, because like I watch you and you're just like, you're oblivious to everybody around you, and you're just, I'm gonna shoot my vlog, I'm in there, I'm this, I'm doing that. You'll ask them, and that's my thing too.
I start talking to everybody.
Yeah, like you even ask like permission and stuff, and like I get nervous. I get like when we shot our taco vlog, that was outside of a theme park. I completely just shut down.
Oh my gosh,
I went into like
so strange. Like I saw it because you didn't even want to take out your phone. You froze.
Yeah, I literally.
It's like if like if an actor had stage fright and got on stage and just froze. But I think that was, part of my thinking is not only was it outside of your comfort zone of not being at a theme park, but I think it was, or at an event.
Yeah.
I think it was also outside of your comfort zone because it was mainly a Hispanic population. So I think the combination of that and being outside of a theme park really got you nervous.
Yeah, because I'm definitely more comfortable vlogging inside theme parks and any type of amusement park, any type of event like that. Definitely more comfortable vlogging because I pull out the big gun, I pull out the big camera. And when we went to get the food, we were just shooting on our phones. I'm like, everybody has a phone, but I get. And
the funny thing is, because I noticed, I saw it. Like it wasn't like, oh, he's being insecure. Why are you being so weird and not vlogging? It's like I picked up on your energy. You know what I mean? I picked up on it, and I was like, okay, and that's why I said, babe, why don't you, I know this is uncomfortable for you, so why don't you let me go do it? And you're like, okay, go do what you want. You're like,
just go do it. I'm just going to stand here and wait in line.
Yeah, and then I just was like, hey, ¿cómo estás? Start shooting the breeze and then doing my thing and trying to get stuff that was quality for you to use.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird, right? Like,
and then when we got off stage to eat the tacos, then we did our intro because you weren't in front of anybody.
Yeah.
And so I knew, because I struggle with anxiety really bad. I do. I'm on meds for it. Yeah. I struggle with anxiety really bad. So I knew by me trying to force you to do it, or by me trying to or if I made you uncomfortable, it was just going to cause more anxiety and shut you down. Yeah. So I figured, okay, I understand what's happening.
I was like almost not shoot a vlog that day.
No, you weren't going to. Yeah. I saw it in your face. Yeah. You were going to not do it, and that's why I stepped up and said, I'm going to go do this.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't
even ask you. I just did it.
So I don't want to like talk about it over, like completely like break it down.
We're talking about it. Yeah, so I wanted to say, when I saw that, I was like, okay, let me just go and do it. But the cool thing is, this is the first time that you were like, okay, because usually it just me being so hyper, because when here's the thing that I know about anxiety. When you have anxiety and you're having a moment, and somebody else is hyper, it causes you more anxiety. This is the first time that you were like, yeah, I'll go do it. Maybe to get me out of the hyperness out of your way or something.
Right.
But it was the first time that you went along with it. And I think that day was really good for us because it helped us to see our strengths and weaknesses and understand, okay, this is the way it is. And we come to agreement.
Yeah.
On what my part is and what your part is.
I think that's what works for us, it's so weird because all of our friends, I look at them and they're all just confident in their vlogging and they don't care. So I think that like our friends are very comfortable with vlogging and being like not like I am, like how I'm kind of have that self-consciousness. Like our friends are really like out there, they don't mind talking to people, putting them on camera, doing all that different stuff. So I'm thinking that I'm the only person that has that issue.
But this has nothing to do with our friends. So this comment doesn't include our friends at all. But I also think because we don't really care that we're vloggers, we're just enjoying our life and putting it on camera.
Yeah.
Like for fun. And like we're enjoying life and we want to put it on YouTube, but we don't see ourselves as vloggers, and we're not trying to be vloggers.
Well, we are, but we're
vloggers,
not.
and we're trying because we're doing it, but we're not setting out to like, oh, we're going to be vloggers.
Well, what I've always said this. I want to put out the content that I want to put out the way I want to put it out. And if I ever have to change that, then I don't want to do it.
Yeah. You've always said that you know, of course, as a vlogger.
And I only want to be, the reason we have the friends we have is because we get along with them.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to be friends with people just because they're on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we know people on YouTube that we're not hanging out with and stuff that we probably didn't necessarily gel with or whatever. They're more
not in a bad way. We just don't have things in common.
We just, in our personal lives, we don't have the things in common that we do maybe with YouTube. So you don't really hang out with those people outside of YouTube because if you don't have anything in common, you don't have anything in common. Not everyone in the world can be friends. You can be cordial and nice to everybody, but not everyone can be friends in the world. Now I lost my train of thought of where I was going with it.
You're going to say that.
Oh, but here's what, because this is what I was getting at, is the reason why I want to do what I want to do. And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Hopefully it grows organically.
And we're not going to lie. We like that when it grows.
We like to see subscriber count go up for sure.
I would like to be at 4,000.
Yeah, I would love to be at 4,000.
We're sitting at this.
You know? But I also, it's not like this doesn't pay the bills.
No, it doesn't.
So I have no incentive to do stuff I don't like because it's not going to pay the bills. And it's not going to pay the money that we make. This would not pay that money. We would have to be over 150,000 subscribers for it to even, it still wouldn't make the money we make.
What do we have to be at for me to not work? That's the question that everybody wants. I'm just
probably 50,000 subscribers, and then you wouldn't have to work anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably. If things were going the way they were going, but you would have to actually heavily go out and shoot YouTube videos.
I just shot 2 in one day.
I know. That's a first.
Two in 2 days.
You shot 2 in a month, because we have to look at the whole month that you haven't shot videos.
No, we're talking about now. We're not talking about the past. We're talking about current.
No, but I'm just
situation.
saying, like, so that moving on to another topic is the money of YouTube. Like this year's the
here's the thing. You know that when you hit 1,000 subscribers, you know that you get monetized,
and you're all excited.
Here's the disbelief. Oh, I'm at 1,000 subscribers. I get monetized. The money's gonna roll in. Not so.
No.
Yeah. It might for some people, if depending on how they grow or whatever, but
you got to grow above that.
Yeah, but 1,000 subscribers doesn't mean that everybody's just gonna watch your videos, your watch time, and everything's gonna give you a lot of money, or that people are gonna super chat you.
Yeah.
And we don't expect super
or become
chats.
Members or
anything. You shouldn't do YouTube, I think, if you're expecting that.
No. We're lucky, and we're very happy, and we're very blessed when we
get super chats.
We get super chats.
But it's
very nice. And it's very
but it's so funny because Josh and I drink. If you guys have seen this channel, Josh and I like to have a cup our libations.
That's why we have Convo and Cocktails, right?
It's so funny. We're like, what's our niche? Well, apparently our niche is drinking. Apparently we're a ton of fun when we drink. So yeah. Go ahead.
But so yeah, we make a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit, like of money for the whole year. It does. The money we make definitely does not pay for the expenses of having the channel.
Oh no, I like to joke and say you have the channel so you can buy all your fancy stuff.
We spend 7 times the amount of the money we make easily.
Wow.
Well, because it's a business, and so there's a whole other topic of taxes and stuff like that.
Not today.
Yeah, but not today. But like, so obviously we do this because we enjoy doing it, because we like doing it. It's going to be weird when one day this isn't part of our life.
Well, you know what our kids say?
Huh? That
our vlogging has brought you and I closer together and made us more like friends, and they love it. The kids love seeing us doing our thing and having fun. And
we had our struggles too. Like at some points it gets
it hasn't been all fun and games.
It's not always fun and games, but it definitely has been more as we've done it longer, for sure. And
we've learned to look out for the wolves and sheep.
Yeah, and then we start to understand what the other one's pain is when it comes to vlogging. Or it's tough. Like sometimes I turn the camera off because I think you're done, but you're not done. And you used to get mad at me for that. And now I just like, well, say it again. Let me just put the camera back up, you know?
Because you would want me to be part of the channel, but then you wouldn't listen to any of my input. And so I felt like I was told to be part of the channel, but the things that I like aren't part of the channel.
Well, when I said part of the channel, I meant say what I want you to say on camera.
Yeah, no.
That's it.
And so sometimes, and I know you don't do it on purpose because you're doing your thing, and your mind is thinking of what you're going to vlog. But sometimes we're in the middle of a conversation, and then you turn off the camera, and I'm not done talking. I'm like, dude, and the only time okay, say it again, and I'm like, I don't want to say it again.
The reason, and you've done that now that you've been shooting with the camera a couple times, you've done that a few times. You understand that sometimes when there's a pause, you think the other person is done.
So I think we should be polite, and if there's a pause, let's just wait a minute or two and let the other person say, "I'm done." How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
You're looking at me like you're saying, "Okay."
You're crazy, but okay.
No, if there's a
we could try it, but we're not going to work that out right here. But I'm just saying,
we are, because otherwise you won't do it.
Come on, I would.
Oh my God, all our friends know you wouldn't.
What else? YouTube takes a lot of time.
Yes.
So our life is consumed.
You work full time. I just started working again full time.
It's very hard so there's some channels that are out there that don't work,
or one person doesn't work,
or they just don't work, and that gave them, and for some reason had the finances able to do, because it's expensive going to theme parks and all these different theme parks, had the finances to do it and was able to grow very quickly, because when you're not working, you're able to capture all of the firsts. You're able to be there, and then you're able to be there multiple times. You're able to do all these things and throw up all this stuff. We don't have that luxury at all. Like,
no, you have to.
I'm looking at the Disneyland opening. We won't be there.
No, because you made me get a job again.
And we all have. But I have a job too.
I joke about that. I'm really not.
A little much, but
it's just funny for me to joke about it. Yeah. But in all honesty, I do have to work. I can't just not work.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we don't, like you said, we don't have the time, or we don't have the ability to not work and invest everything in it, even though I would love to do that. Like, it would be so awesome if I can learn
if I had complete financial freedom, I'd love to vlog all the time.
But I really do want to learn how to edit.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're super busy or super tired, I can at least load it and cut out some of the stuff and make it easier for you, because right now you carry the burden of the whole thing.
Well, like, that's why I'm going to make you the footage that you filmed on your phone. I'm going to show you.
You're going to make me?
Well, I'm going to make you do it, because instead of me doing it, you won't learn. So I'm going to show you how to do it, so that way you learn. So the next time you do it, you can have it uploaded. You can say, "Babe, I shot a vlog. The footage is on the computer." And then boom, all I need to do is go there, and there it is,
But I do need to learn how to edit.
Because that whole process takes time,
Well, I do need to learn how to edit, because if I shoot a vlog, I could upload it. And if like you're busy working, I can upload it and edit it.
Well, and that's another thing. When I'm shooting, it's easy for me to edit, because I know the footage I shot. I know the thought process behind the footage I shot. So it's easy for me to piece it together. When you shoot a vlog and I'm not there and I get the footage, it's raw. Like, I have no idea where it's going, the order it's going. Did you shoot this? Did you shoot that? I have no idea. And so I'm not saying it's not a bad thing.
I'm just waiting to say something.
It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it takes me 2 to 3 times as long to edit that, because I have to analyze the data and then piece it together. Where if I've shot it, I've already analyzed it when I was shooting it. So then I just piece it together. That's easy.
So what I wanted to say is that I'm pretty good at doing things on the fly. When there's certain vlogs that I want to do, I could do it in one cut without, without stop talking. I can just do it straight 20, 30, 40 minute, whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't have to, you just cut out the dead space.
Yeah.
But you don't really have to do a whole lot of editing. You're just going to throw some B-roll or something. So I think I tried to make it easier for you.
No, I'm not saying that you're making it harder.
No, I know, but I'm saying I'm aware, I'm conscious of that. So when, like, sometimes, like, if I'm doing, and this is usually for the Between the Vibes, before it was Between the Vibes, I would try to do a sit down and just get it all in one roll to make your life a little bit easier, because I understand that you're not there.
It's really easiest if you shoot it in chronological order, which I know sometimes that doesn't work out, but but it's still difficult. Like you might shoot something for 2 minutes talking, you mess up. And so I'm thinking, oh, I just have to cut out the end and you're going to start where you left off, but then you reshoot the whole thing again. So that's why I'm saying it takes longer. It's not bad. I'm just saying that's why it takes longer, is because I'm looking at all this data and then I have to look back at the data. Then I have to go back again because I don't know where, like when I'm shooting it and we mess up, I know when I come to edit, I know exactly where we messed up. I know exactly what I'm going to do. If we did the retake, so usually on the camera, if we did a retake, I delete it. So I don't have to deal with that footage afterwards. So maybe
I should sit with you when you edit so I could tell you, oh, I messed up there.
Or if you're going to retake a whole thing, delete the previous clip. So then I don't ever see it. I used to do that,
but then you told me, don't delete anything. Just let me do it because I
take it back.
You said I will piece it
I take it back.
Yeah, but I used to do that. And you go, don't delete anything. Just leave it all there.
Yeah, that's something. What else? What else with YouTube is
important?
Is weird or is different or that we didn't expect? I think everything.
What we didn't expect is we didn't expect that we were gonna, or for me, I didn't expect that I was gonna enjoy it at all because I didn't watch YouTube before.
Yeah, you really weren't into it. It was tough getting you into it.
I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't follow anybody. I wasn't into vlogging. I was just like, that's your thing, you know?
Yeah.
So for me,
and you're such a natural at it too.
But I used to publicly speak. So I was the only weird kid in elementary school and junior high that liked doing the presentation of the product. Like if it was like, we're going to present the product.
Weird for me is too, like I was in drama. I liked being on stage. I liked performing in front of people.
So what's your problem? Is it because you're bald now?
No, I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. You know what I'm saying?
You're getting mushy as you get older.
You know, it's just a weird thing.
You talk more.
No, but like if I was on a stage, I'm not shy on a stage.
No, I've seen you on a stage.
I'm not shy. If I'm performing, I'm not shy. And sometimes YouTube is a performance, but it's in front of strangers in a public setting, not on a stage that people have paid to or are volunteering to go see.
Well, if you're a real thespian, you wouldn't care.
I know.
So I think one of the things that was surprising for me, and this is what sold me on YouTube, are friends.
Oh yeah.
That's what makes my whole YouTube experience. I love it.
Yeah.
Because we've met so many people that the people on our streams that we chat with all the time. I love live streaming on Tuesdays. You know, I haven't been able to be there a couple of weeks and I miss it because I feel like I'm not chatting with my friends and I don't know what's going on. And the friends, you know, the yayas, the kids, Carla and Kiko, Juanito, you know, Sarah, you know, just our friends.
Yeah.
That's been the surprised blessing. Like that right there, when we started making friends and having fun with our friends, that's what made me fall in love with YouTube and vlogging and go, I want to do this because it's been such a positive experience as far as the friends that we have, the connections that we have with them. It makes my heart happy because I know when we vlog, sometimes we're going to meet up with our friends or our friends are going to do something and we're doing it a different day and we're going to talk about it or, you know, our friends and us share the same subscribers. I guess I'll say it that way.
Yeah.
So we know what's going on with each other. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, that was the surprise for me. That's a positive.
Yeah.
The negative, I would say, is that sometimes you don't know people and you might not click and you have a bad experience, or you've known somebody forever and then there's a bad experience and then you're like, wow, how did YouTube change us? You know? So I think it's just the negative is just,
which has all happened for us.
Yeah. So that's the only negative is sometimes it makes you go, okay, are people trying to be our friend because they want to be our friend, or are they being our friend because we're vloggers?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But I think we got past that. I think we dealt with it when we had a couple of hiccups.
Yeah.
And then now we seem to be better. We seem to just use because then when you're,
for me, it's all just about being positive and having positive experiences with our friends. And you know, me, I'm kind of a happy-go-lucky guy. Usually, if I'm not stressed out, like I just want to be.
If you don't have anxiety, you're totally happy.
I just want to have fun. I just want to have a good time. I just want to hang out. I'm not formal in any way, really. Just a mellow dude, you know. And so I think
I'm the rough one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the one that's rough.
Yeah. So, well, I think that's a good place to end it. That
I think so.
Your friends, our friends, that YouTube has gave us some good friendships, and it's just a fun, exciting thing. I think that's really it. I mean, it's not easy in any way, shape, or form. For YouTube is tough. It could be easy, but if you really want to edit and do what I do, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. And
well, because your days off are spent editing.
Yeah. So it's not like you're going to be instant famous. I mean, some people get instant famous or whatever, but really, we're old people. We're not like young bucks that are just.
There are some old people that have big numbers.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. There are, and so who knows? But with that, I think we'll end it with that. First Convo and Cocktails in the new studio, because I've had a few interviews on Convo Cocktails. But with that, you guys, that is it. That's a wrap. I want to thank you guys for watching Convo and Cocktails. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already.
Please subscribe
if you haven't done so already. And we'll catch you next time.
And leave us a comment if you have any insights or anything that you want to say, anything that you found interesting that we talked about.
What you want to hear on a future podcast, let us know.
What do you want us to talk about on a future podcast? Yeah. That's great, because we plan on doing more of these.
Yeah, definitely.
We love vlogging. We love our live stream, but we also want to do podcasts.
Yeah. Well, video podcasts, I guess, because we're not really on a podcast platform. We're on YouTube. So with that, you guys, see you guys later.